The new season of Prospectors starts now.
I think we got company.
Tonight on Prospectors.
You don't just peer at me through binoculars like a coward.
Amanda and Travis have unwanted visitors.
How's it feel not being able to find your own stones? You have to wait for me to find a pocket so you can take my stones.
They're protective of this pocket for a good reason.
Oh, wow. That color.
Over at the Bussy camp, boulders beat up Brian.
I think I popped one of my shoulder bones out.
If this ends his season, he'll be really devastated.
But he's determined to bounce back.
Whether it's weather or injuries, you still got to show up to work. How's that for an anniversary stone? Happy anniversary.
While Rich fights the rain, he finds Bigfoot.
Bigfoot crystal.
And world-class topaz.
Whoa, look at that.
While at the Doris camp.
We lost a tooth on the excavator. This rock ripped it off. Good Lord.
Everything is breaking apart.
3, 2, 1.
They're Rocky Mountain treasure hunters.
It's Jimmy.
Looking to strike it rich.
Yes!
But the quest for gems comes at a cost. Weather, rock slides, and greed make this a deadly gamble. They are the extreme fortune seekers known as prospectors.
I think you're looking up more in the $250,000 range.
Holy cow!
As a miner, it's impossible to plan out the year when you have no idea how much money you're going to make. Determining exactly where the gem pockets lie in a landscape as vast as the Colorado Rockies seems impossible enough.
Wow, that weather's rolling in.
But there are several other obstacles they must constantly battle.
Whew, I hate this. Look at the angle of this place. It's awful.
High up on Mount Antero, Amanda and Travis are heading back to continue digging at their icy blue pocket. Last week, they had to leave the site because of a major storm.
You see those couple stones come down?
Yes, I did. We need to get the heck out of here.
The weather hasn't gotten much better, but they can't wait any longer. There's too much at stake.
I don't like this weather right now for this early in the morning to have thunderheads that size boiling up. You know, 8 o'clock in the morning. This isn't fun.
No bueno.
On the other side of Mount Antero, the sun is out for the Bussy family, who are hot on the trail for aquamarine.
This is a great pocket area. It's all pocket material. It's a nice clay. That's where the smokies and aquas and the specimen pieces that we're looking for.
Before they can dig any further, Brian must assess the situation. The claim is incredibly steep, making it a very dangerous area.
This is a tremendous zone, but this is getting very unstable.
I agree. Can't be sticking our head down that hole with those two looming above us.
Unfortunately, finding Colorado aquamarine usually means moving a lot of giant boulders.
These rocks weigh half as much as a car. It's a death trap. This could be one of the biggest areas and pocketing areas that we've found. If these rocks don't move, we're never going to see it. We have got to get them out of our way so they don't end up hurting somebody. Yolanda, I want you to watch the sand. If this bank starts to crack, I need to know about it.
Brian is hoping that once loose, the boulders will roll down the hill under their own weight, steering clear of the pegmatite beneath that Brian's been following.
It's creaking. Brace yourself so you don't fall.
It's a very risky situation. One wrong move can trigger a massive avalanche, burying Brian and anyone else in the way.
You're moving rocks that are 3 to 10 times your body weight. It's all about physics. You've got to use technique. Put your bar under that side. And the right leverage to get it accomplished. Come on, babies.
Oh, no, it went in the hole.
The 2,000-pound boulders have embedded themselves into the loose dirt, which makes them even more difficult to move, creating a roadblock between himself and a potential find.
This is not what we wanted to happen.
Down in Lake George, the Doris family is finally back at their famed Smoky Hawk claim. It has produced some monster finds, such as last year's confetti pocket.
look at that sucker.
There you go. That is fluorite.
That is a killer.
That's also where they discovered the biggest Amazonite smoky quartz pocket in existence, the Icon.
Look at that thing.
After a really rough mining season, they're relying on it to get into the black.
Right now, where we're at in the season, I have a little less than 3 weeks to produce a really good pocket. So I'm feeling a little stressed out. You can only go for so long without finding something before you got to hang it up. I haven't seen any marking tape.
I seen a piece of blue one somewhere.
Confetti pocket, I think, was right here.
Last year, Joe marked the location of the confetti pocket with orange tape and buried it to protect it from thieves. But after hours of searching, Joe is running out of patience.
Hoping that somewhere there's a pocket under all that. You never know, though. You could pop one.
Yeah.
To help find it faster, Joe decides to add another excavator.
We've got a lot of dirt here to move, so I'm going to try to double our effort here and get it moved a little bit more quickly.
But it also doubles Joe's financial risk. It could put him deeper in the hole if they don't find anything substantial. 2 excavators working one hole is a very tricky dance.
If they collide, it's bad news. They just got to watch. Just be cautious. Well,
I'm watching it.
Keep yourself a good, solid pad, okay?
It's pretty solid.
All right.
Yeah, when you have 2 machines going, there's always a chance that you can, you know, clank buckets or destroy a hydraulic or something like that. Basically, you're just watching out for what he's doing, and he's doing the same with me.
We're getting close. And as long as they keep turning the right direction, I don't have to worry.
Back on Mount Antero,
We're moving these rocks and they fall right in the pocket. Not what we wanted to happen. It's going to take us 2 or 3 more hours of work to get these things out of our way.
Careful, Brian.
This is some of the hardest work I've ever done in my life. There it goes. We're up against that rock again.
Stressful because you're trying to figure out how to get this really, really big rock down the mountain, doing it the best, safest way that you can.
Great. Roll, you bastard, roll! Roll, roll! Yes! Oh! What a chore. Let's keep it going. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Roll. Knock that baby out of there. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
Bottom! Freaking finally.
the Bussies have successfully removed the boulders from their pocket, but the victory is short-lived.
I'm exhausted. I think I popped one of my shoulder bones out. Why don't you come down here and take a look? Oh, man. One, 2, 3. Roll. Knock that baby out of there.
Over on Mount Antero, the Bussies have moved 2 large boulders from their pocket. But for Brian Bussey, it came at a price.
Oh, I can't lift it up very high. Just got done moving those rocks, and I realized my shoulder was not okay.
I don't like the feel of that bone right there.
There's 2 of them that are out of place.
Yeah.
Brian has dislocated his shoulder in the past, so it very likely could have happened again.
Oh, just push it back into... Just push it in.
Brian's really tough, but I still worry about him, especially with all the injuries that he's received. Yeah, I really worry about him.
After many injuries during his years on the mountain, Brian has a high tolerance for pain. He rarely lets anything stop him when he's on the hunt. Depending on the severity of the injury, his mining season might be over.
I'm out of here. I got to go get my shoulder checked out.
Okay.
I'll see you down at camp.
We'll go get feeling better.
Oh, it ain't gonna happen quick.
Well, I hate seeing my dad hurt like this. He really loves to mine, and with his shoulder hurting like that, he really can't mine as much, and it's just really unfortunate for me and the whole family to see that.
Oh, man. It even close in my hand.
We do have to get to work. We're just going to have to put our gear on and work in the mud, I guess. It is a peaceful morning.
Yeah, it is.
Deep in the mountains at a secret location in the Colorado Rockies, Rich Fredert and mining partner Gene Cowman are gearing up for a long, wet day of finding topaz.
Geologically, this area is the most productive pegmatite in the state of Colorado, where good gem, topaz, fluorite are found.
It's already a good start of the day for Rich. Last night's rain has unearthed an interesting surprise, a giant smoky quartz.
Hey, look what I got going on. Check this out. It's a big crystal.
That's huge.
Base is there, and look at it's
you know what?
It's gonna come out.
That's a unique shape. It's narrow on the back end.
But if Rich isn't careful, removing the gem could cause a landslide.
Okay, this is coming. It's a lot looser. There it goes.
Oh, look at that. It's like a wedge shape.
That is weird.
Fantastic.
It is. Looks like a big foot.
Bigfoot's been here. Right.
Bigfoot crystal.
A piece of smoky quartz this big is a profitable find, but it's also a good indication that Rich is near a big pocket of topaz.
Hopefully we can get back into some topaz. Thanks.
Wow, that's heavy.
Up on Mount Antero,
I hate this particular commute.
Amanda and Travis are anxious to clean out the icy blue pocket before anyone else. They've already had unwanted visitors to the claim.
They spray painted all this orange. Oh my gosh.
So Travis and Amanda have added their friend Matt as overnight security to protect their investment.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Travis. Amanda.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going? It's good
Better
to see
now that you've been guarding the place overnight. Man, we're proud of that.
Matt is a very close friend of ours. We've known him for a long time. Honest to a fault. And it's so nice having him along and having him watch out for us.
Lately, many people have been seen walking through the area. Hikers are allowed to pass through, but not everyone is above suspicion. There are telltale signs.
Yeah, a couple guys up here yesterday. They were here for about 2 hours up on the ridge here. I never actually saw them in the hole, but...
So a couple of guys came up here and digging around on our part of the ridge there.
So
and
they just took off. They didn't say anything to me.
That's how you know they're claim jumpers.
That's how I know.
I mean, good people and hikers and people that are totally innocent, and they'll come up here and they'll talk to you and be friendly. But, you know, when you got a claim jumper up here and they're too coward to even say hi, they just run.
Yeah, you know what they're up to then.
Thank you so much for staying here overnight. That's a priceless commodity for us.
No problem.
This is my first encounter with claim jumpers. That's a bit scary. Yeah.
Thanks a bunch.
Anytime. Just give me a call.
We'll see you later today, so you can come cycling in here and
all right.
some aquas too.
I would do anything for Amanda and Travis. They're really good friends. It is worth the risks.
All right, let's dig.
Let's dig. Woo! Travis, the icy blue never fails.
Amanda immediately goes after a large piece that was frozen when they were last here.
The piece that was locked in here last week, Travis, because of the ice, is no longer locked. It's open pocket again. It melted. We don't call it the icy blue for nothing. For one, we get these beautiful sky blue to icy blue, beautiful aquamarines. But there's also layer after layer of ice in this pocket year round. This is still blue beryl, but see that yellow mud coming out? That means there's an aquamarine pocket really close by.
While blue beryl isn't as valuable as aquamarine, its blue color makes it a popular stone in jewelry or beads. Aquamarine is more valuable because of its beautiful transparent gem quality.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
This could pocket open anytime.
No, this is good news, huh?
As Amanda and Travis dig deeper for aquamarine, they realize they're being watched.
Oh, wow.
I think we got company. Not the good kind either. What's he doing? Shoot.
Having worked for years on the mountain, they see signs that make them believe this is not a friendly visit.
That's definitely not a hiker.
Don't know who they are, don't know what their intentions are.
Given all the suspicious people hanging around recently.
Yeah, a couple guys up here yesterday. They were here for about 2 hours up on the ridge here.
Amanda and Travis are on edge.
You don't just peer at me through binoculars like a coward. You come up and introduce yourself like you got some sense. Yeah, if he comes up, it's on.
Elsie DeWolf, a late 19th century actress, dyed her hair what color to match the gemstones in her tiara? Was it red for rubies, blue for aquamarine, or orange for topaz? The answer when we return. Elsie DeWolf, a late 19th century actress, dyed her hair what color to match the gemstones in her tiara? The answer, blue for aquamarine. Cartier created a diamond and aquamarine tiara for the actress in 1935, and she dyed her hair a pale blue to match the aquamarines. Up on Mount Antero.
Oh, wow.
I think we got company. Not the good kind either.
Amanda and Travis have an unwanted visitor. There have been more people in the vicinity of the icy blue than any year prior.
Every year, I know we lose thousands to claim jumpers, but we're trying to close that gap. You don't just peer at me like a coward. You come up and introduce yourself like you got some sense. Oh, gosh.
Sure enough, it looks like he's waiting for us to leave so we can maybe come up here and dig our next pocket for us.
How's it feel not being able to find your own stones? You have to wait for me to find a pocket so you can take my stones.
I just hope that nobody ever crosses that line and puts her in danger. You know, I'll do whatever it takes to keep her safe. Very, very protective of my wife.
Oh, hey, Matt. Hey.
Hey, Amanda. What's going on?
Just watching the creeper. You'll be sleeping at the claim tonight again, huh?
There's a lot to protect, it looks like.
He's waiting for us to leave. That's exactly what he's doing.
Back in Lake George, Joe is desperately searching for a marker he left buried last year.
Not a very good peg, but starting to show.
But after hours of searching, Joe is running out of patience.
It's starting to be crunch time for us. And I'm optimistic I'll find one. But it could be that we don't. So yeah, I'm a little nervous. Yeah, this is our old pocket, isn't it, George?
Right.
Yep, there it is. Well, we found it, by golly.
Yes, sir.
This is the end of a pocket, so there's nothing here, but now I know where I'm at anyway.
Now Joe knows where they left off. He's better oriented with the location, and it'll help him determine where to dig.
I'm looking for a pocket big enough that I can crawl in and sit down and pluck crystals off of the sides of the wall. Not likely to happen, but I can dream.
We have to get another set of teeth. I don't think we got any for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, well.
Just as things get going, they're dealt an unexpected blow.
We lost a tooth on the excavator. The stress of raking against this rock, just ripped it off.
Good Lord. I don't know if I can weld enough to get the thing to stay or not.
The excavator bucket was no match for the hard rock. The repair cost will put them deeper in the hole.
That's going to set us back.
High above in a secret location in the Colorado mountains.
Look at that. That's fantastic.
Rich and Jean have been working all day in the soaking rain.
You know, this rain's been a blessing. It's loosened up all this mud. We can pluck these things right out. Look at that quartz, boy. It almost looks like topaz. It's just so almost there, but not quite.
Rich's primary mission is to find topaz, but so far, it's been all smoky quartz.
Sharp edges on this stuff. Just took a quartz shard. That happens.
Did you get cut?
Yeah, you know, it's tough to look for crystals with totally fingered gloves, but... And look at, I'm doing blood art.
No, we're gonna tape it. Stop that.
Look at that.
Rich, stop that.
Gene, look. I just found some bloodstone.
Would you stop that?
Far away up on Mount Antero, a freezing rain has moved in.
I'm getting all packed up because this weather just won't quit.
Yep, it's getting nasty again.
With a suspicious person lurking, they've called in their friend Matt to guard the pocket overnight.
Good to see you got your rain gear.
Oh, yeah. Gonna need it for spending the night up here.
Yeah.
You gonna be all right tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Matt's gonna protect this claim while we're gone. And thank goodness for that extra layer of security. We really hope that Matt keeps safe. Appreciate it.
You know I'm here for you.
Yeah, be careful, man.
I will.
Have a good night home. See you if you need anything.
Of course.
Which color topaz is the anniversary gemstone for the 23rd year of marriage? Is it blue topaz or imperial topaz? The answer when we return. Which color topaz is the anniversary gemstone for the 23rd year of marriage? The answer, imperial topaz. The value of anniversary gifts increases as the number of married years progresses. Blue topaz is the 4th anniversary gemstone. Topaz with an orangey red hue is rare and highly prized. It's a new day and the skies have cleared on Mount Antero. Amanda and Travis are making their way back to the icy blue pocket.
Hey, Travis, Amanda, how's it going?
Matt. Hey, Matt.
Their friend Matt braved the bad weather all night long to protect the pocket from a potential claim jumper.
That was horrible weather last night.
Yes, it was.
Did our stalker guy leave?
Yeah, he left about 10 minutes after you guys left.
That's good. At least he didn't come up here and give you any trouble.
Right, not in that rain. Sleeping up here is quite cold. I deal with it because there's nothing like finding gemstones.
The torrential rain has made a dangerous situation worse by loosening the giant boulders overhead.
Look at this stone. This fell last night during the rainstorm. If you're down there digging and this fell from 15 feet up, you don't have a chance of surviving. This is going to kill you.
Before we climb in there, I'm going to take a shovel and pry some of those head crushers off of there. We're going to have to collapse it and get rid of it because I don't want either Amanda or myself being buried underneath tons of rock up here.
After the area is cleared, Amanda and Travis have to make a very difficult decision. Risk cleaning out their prolific aquamarine pocket or walk away.
They're very dangerous. We're actually pretty scared to keep working in these conditions. The cliff wall is just about to give. When it caves in, I don't think just a few cubic feet of rock are going to fall down. I think a few metric tons of rock are going to fall down. We don't know how much longer it can hold.
Over in Lake George, Joe has hit a dead end on a pegmatite he's been following.
These pegmatites are in some pretty solid rock.
Undeterred, Joe knows what he has to do.
It's the reason you need to blast. It's too hard to use this old thing on it, and we rip off teeth if we try to use the bucket. As you can see the size of this. This is all what we call a cap rock. So I'll take this out of here, and hopefully this peg will continue under it.
Next order of business, prepare for blasting. They must first drill 4-foot deep holes in the hard rock to make room for the explosive powder. It's a grueling task.
All that's going to be hand-drawn, so yippee.
I got to drill it and shoot it, and I still might not find anything, but you've got to do it. But that's what digging's all about.
6 holes out of 30.
That's about right. 6 are done.
"60 miles southwest up on Mount Antero.
It's going to be tough to carry this pack.
Not too bad. I think I can do it.
Despite a serious shoulder injury,
Go, roll! I think I popped one of my shoulder bones out.
Brian is more determined than ever to get back up to the claim to dig. He has some very important business to take care of.
Today's Yolanda and I's wedding anniversary, so there's nothing I would love to do more than to roll a nice big stone out for her today.
34 years?
32 years.
I was 2 years ahead.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to you, too.
Careful. Kids aren't able to be here this morning, so Yolanda and I are going to make this happen by ourselves, one-armed or not.
How's your shoulder holding up?
It's there. I'm going to give it a try here in a minute. Time is limited on Antero, and I have a job to do up here. Whether it's weather or injuries, you still got to show up to work. We need to dig this and get right back into the pocketing zone, and we'll walk out of here with a batch of aquamarines today. I'm not doing too good just with one arm. It's discouraging and painful. My shoulder hurts and my neck hurts about every time I scratch my rake or move my arm.
Got some really nice smokies if you want to come over here and look with me.
I'm just going to take a break for a while.
Okay. I'm really concerned about Brian's shoulder, and he seems to be in a lot of pain. If this ends his season, he'll be really devastated.
On the other side of Mount Antero, Amanda, Travis, and their friend Matt finished knocking out the deadly rocks above their dig site.
That'd have been it. That would have been it. It's getting really dangerous. Better to have to work at getting this dangerous obstacle out of our way than for it to come down on top of our heads.
They're stable. Hopefully that'll be enough for today. I feel a lot safer working in here right now. For now.
Their situation is better, but it's still a risk.
You ready to do some digging?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Instead of digging in the same hole as yesterday, for safety, Travis decides to move farther out.
Oh my gosh. Wow, I was right. It's a lot of pocket clay. Oh, look at that.
We're into a seam of little metallic bits of pure molybdenum.
That's pure. I mean, that's a pure deposit of molybdenum.
Yeah.
Wow.
Molybdenum is a metal that was in high demand during World War I due to problems in the supply of tungsten. It was substituted for tungsten to make armored plating and high-speed steels.
It does mean that there is a gemstone pocket close by. All these metals and all this quartz and all this pegmatite mud absolutely tells us to keep digging right there. We're really excited right now because we're fixing to come into the bottom side of the icy blue.
It's a new day at the Smoky Hawk Claim in Lake George, and the Doris team could not be more excited.
Yeah, one of my favorite days. Today's blasting day at the Smoky Hawk. I'm gonna blow things up today.
The Dorises are placing a big, expensive bet that gem pockets are concealed under a locked layer of stubborn rock.
Pretty solid. I'm really counting on this to reveal some good pegmatites and hopefully a couple of good pockets.
Blasts of this magnitude require an explosives expert, so they brought in Randy Snare to get the job done.
Okay, we're here this morning to fill and blast 33 drill holes, loading these holes with ammonium nitrate and a non-electric delay system. Once it's all loaded, tied together, we will clear the area, put the live cap on, and get ready for initiation. Crystal, you want to do this one right there next? Put it in the cap well.
There you go.
Okay, now dangle it. You got it?
I think it's there. Cool.
Okay, now we'll get ready to set it off. Let's hope there's a crystal underneath.
It better be. A lot of money for no.
We're operating normally at $1,200 to $1,500 a day. That's the basic operating cost. And then today, on top of that, you've got the cost of the blasting contractor. So today, I'll probably be over 4 or 5 grand. Well, that's what they say about mining, you know, it's just a hole you throw money down.
It's the last day of this trip for Amanda and Travis. They need to dig out everything they can.
Move it down to me, I'll move it out.
To amp up the effort, their friend Matt has stayed to help.
You're the only one that I allowed to throw dirt at me.
They believe there's still more to the already abundant icy blue pocket.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Wow's right. It's a lot of pocket clay. Whoa, look at this.
But they're in a dangerous location.
I wouldn't want to dig any further into that.
That whole thing's gonna come down.
Yeah.
I was just wanting to go down at an angle.
Yeah, I hit a pocket right there. It's dangerous, but I'm too tempted. Get rid of these big rocks.
Although the unstable rocks have proven to be deadly, Amanda's desire to see what's in the pocket overrides her concerns for safety.
Travis, white feldspars get more defined there.
Yeah, we've seen aquamarines growing up through this material.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
After an hour of digging...
Hey, Travis, I think it's starting to open up. Getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Ooh, look at that blue. We've been fighting a wall of barrel, and now it's opening up into some aqua. This is pretty neat. Are you ready to do a catch handful?
Sure.
Oh, wow. Look at that color.
That is nice.
Wow.
Little twin.
Look at that specimen right there. Yeah, twin aqua. Crisscrossing. Ooh, pretty stuff. I got another handful coming out even. The deeper we go, the more there is, and it's not showing any signs of stopping yet.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience to be able to dig something like this. After everything we've been through and all the bumps in the road, we really deserve to dig something special.
Right there's one.
What's that?
An
What's
aqua.
that right there?
Goshenite in the middle and aquamarine on the end. About 80 carats. A few $100 in our hands, huh?
I'd say so.
I think that we're into several thousand in this pocket already. I'm not sure. It could be more. Look at that. Wow, what an aqua. This is amazing.
Yep.
It's a good day to be a digger.
On the other side of Mount Antero, Chris and Eli have come up to the claim to help out their dad.
Brian's shoulder is not doing very well. It's still bothering him a lot.
It's frustrating.
So me and the boys are going to have to jump in and try to pick up where we can.
It's Brian and Yolanda's 32nd wedding anniversary, and Brian's determined to find her something special.
Finding lots of smoked quartz here.
That's a good sign.
Yolanda has asked for a unique stone to put on display in her collection.
I know there's a pocket right in behind here.
Yeah, I gotta find my anniversary stone.
I hope I find a great stone today. We're happy with what we get every day, but I want it to be something special.
Hey, Mom, check out the one I just found.
Oh, nice. That's sweet, Eli.
I know. This is probably worth about, let's say, 150 once it's cut. You all right, Dad?
Yeah, I just gotta go slow and take breaks.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
That's a good 20, 25 carat stone.
Oh, look at the color in that one. Yeah.
This is, as it sits, anywhere from $250 to $300.
Nice stones today. Let's keep going. Chris is finding good stuff, and Eli just can't wait to see what's in there next. Oh, look at that. Oh, man, right on the side of a big smoky.
It's got aquas over here. Awesome.
Turned around, and there in my hole is a great stone on a piece of smoky quartz, a nice aquamarine.
Now look at the color in that, too. That gorgeous color. Look at that.
There you go.
Guys.
How's that for an anniversary stone? Happy anniversary. Well, do I get a kiss for that anniversary stone? Well, that was pretty short for 32 years. Yolanda and I both love this mountain lifestyle. We get to spend more time together than most families do in a whole year.
My parents, I definitely like how they work as a team. I'm glad to see that they're actually still happy after 32 years.
Pretty sweet, huh?
Yeah.
He definitely found me a really nice stone, and yeah, I'm very happy with it. I think I'll keep him.
It's another rainy day for Rich and Jean at their secret location in the Colorado Rockies.
This has been the rainiest July that I can ever remember. Hey, that looks good. Good job.
Well, thanks. Put this rain to use.
That's going to be better than our tap water at home. It's just part of the mining aspect. You can't just say, oh, it's going to rain today. Let's just stay home. Okay.
All right.
You got to get out there and do it anyway. You got to deal with it.
So far, they've found some interesting quartz specimens, but have yet to find the topaz they're after.
Here, check this piece.
That's good sized. Heck yeah.
Oh, the rocks are just starting to fall.
As the rain continues to fall, Rich and Gene persist through cold, wet conditions for hours.
It's like the 11th hour. I'm in a hurry to get out of that hole. I see that gem, and oh my gosh.
I'm working on a sweet one. Hoping I get it whole.
Rich has to be extremely careful how he digs out the crystal. One false move and it can break, bringing down its worth significantly.
Hey, Gene.
Uh-huh.
Gene, come here. I'm getting ready to pull it. You ready?
Yeah.
Nice and easy. Easy. Come on, baby.
Okay, we're ready. 2.5-minute warning.
It's blasting day at the Doris's Smoky Hog claim.
We're live.
If all goes well, 33 explosives will destroy the caprock on their dig site and uncover pockets of hidden Amazonite and smoky quartz.
If we see some blue flying through the sky, we'll know.
3, 2,
1.
Fire in the hole.
Woo! That was a good one.
There we go. Looks like shattered glass. Look at all that rock in there. Really good sightseeing. Spectacular for the blast. A lot of rock flying everywhere is great.
Hear that? That's a lot of rock falling out of the sky.
Hear all those rocks? Way down there.
Back at Rich's secret Agnus Dei claim, Rich has been cramped inside the cold, wet, rocky hole for hours.
And then here comes a face. Beautiful, gemmy, flawless topaz crystal. And it was like, oh, yes. It's very difficult to get it out. You gotta work way around it, a good 6 inches on each side of it, so that you don't put any pressure to crack the thing. It's just a thrill. Come on, baby. This is what we've been working for. Oh. Whoa, look at that.
Look at that color.
Look at the color of that.
It's rose colored. Look at that.
Oh, it's gorgeous. This is nuts.
Oh, that's fantastic. Look at that color.
That's got to be over half a
Oh
pound.
my gosh.
This size and color of topaz are extremely rare in Colorado and the world.
Gosh, look at the size of that.
High-end collectors are always on the hunt for unique specimens, like Rich's find.
That's got to be at least a half a pound. And when I get a professional to cut that gem with all the faces on it, all those many facets, that increases the value enormously. So that could conceivably bring 75 grand. Well, I think we made more than a payday. I just want to sit here and just keep savoring the moment. It's so awesome. Wow, what a find. It's just exhilarating.
Back on Mount Antero,
It's nasty cold. Just nasty cold today. Man, we sure appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
Have a good rest of your day.
As the temperature drops, Matt, Amanda's friend and security detail, heads home after a brutal week of sleeping on the mountain, while Travis and Amanda continue to struggle in their icy blue pocket.
All right, I gotta take a break. There's a little too much pain on the hands right now. And my hands are used to pain. This really hurts, so I'm gonna switch off with you and I'll help bag. Huh?
Warm up.
Ah! Oh!
Doesn't that sting when they're warming back up?
Yeah. We can only work in this pocket for a max of about 20 minutes at a time. If you stay any longer than that, you actually start to get hypothermic. I'm always cut up and bleeding in here. Can't tell how bad when it's this cold. No matter how many years I've done this, I still have to suffer. I still have to go through the pain, and I always thought my body would adapt one day. No such luck.
No, you can't adapt to this up here.
Why don't we just call it a night? It's been so bitterly cold. I mean, your thinking starts to slow. Your reaction time is so slow. And, you know, it's time to get out of the pocket and survive.
At the Doris' Smoky Hawk claim in Lake George, the explosions have successfully blasted the caprock they believed was blocking pockets of amazonite.
That's where the blast was.
Yeah, that's the bottom of the blast.
Dang it.
Little quartz. Nothing. Is that a... That's nothing.
While the blast went off without a hitch, Joe does not immediately see the blue-green color he hoped for.
It's not very encouraging at all.
Yeah. Yuck.
Nothing yet. All the signs say there should be something there, but I just don't know.
While they're not finding anything now, they have a couple more weeks on the claim.
No, it ain't over yet.
Yes, we just got started.
The first week for the Dorises at their famed Smoky Hawk claim spelled disaster. They took a loss to the tune of over $8,000.
Nothing yet.
We got a little more work to do. We'll see if there's one there. If not, I'm drilling it again.
Great. The Bussey family also had a tough week.
Popped one of my shoulder bones out.
But Brian endured his injury and unearthed Yolanda's anniversary gem.
Oh, look at that!
And the family raked up $3,000 worth of aquamarines if made into jewelry. Amanda and Travis also scooped up handfuls of blue beryl and aquamarines.
About 80 carats?
Which are worth $8,000 if sold as jewelry.
Look at that. Wow, what an aqua.
And Rich persevered through the pouring rain.
Just took a quartz shard.
To take home a rare rosy topaz that could go for as much as $75,000.
Look at the color of that.
Rose-colored.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Amanda and Travis go all in to give their last laugh claim one last chance.
In this particular claim, you can actually get buried alive.
To produce a prized pocket.
Oh, my God. Ooh.
They're Rocky Mountain treasure hunters.
It's Jimmy.
Looking to strike it rich.
Yes!
But the quest for gems comes at a cost. Weather, rock slides, and greed make this a deadly gamble.
Take cover!
They are the extreme fortune seekers known as prospectors.
I think you're looking up more in the $250,000 range.
Holy cow!
For most people, bad weather is merely a nuisance or inconvenience when it comes to a productive workday. For miners, bad weather means no income. On the contrary, the good days are worth their weight in gold. On Mount White, Dwayne has been blessed with a picture-perfect day. He's heading back up to his Blue Rose claim to dig for more aquamarines. And he's brought a few new rock hounds with him.
This time I decided to bring my friend Larry up. He's been after me to bring him up here. He's new at rock hounding. He just wants to get in it, so I'm showing him the rope.
I've picked up rocks here and there. I want to know how to find them and how to dig them out.
Also excited for the trip are Larry's two puppies, Clark and Beast.
You remember I told you my tent blew down?
Yeah.
And I didn't get around to getting a new one.
Back home, Dwayne made the mistake of leaving his tent outside to air out.
A storm came through a couple days ago, and it ate my tent. My tent is just shreds now. So now I have a tarp I'm sleeping out, kind of under the stars. It's really not as bad as it looks, I promise you.
I've slept underneath trees that look better than that.
Yeah. Well, there's your only tree around. You do have an option. It's only getting down to about 30, so it's okay. When it hit 20, that's when I started getting a little nervous. There's nothing to it, man. It's kind of like a mountain pop-up.
Oh, yeah, like a $10 tent.
Yeah, $10 and change. There you go. Here's his sleeping bags over here. First thing I have to do is let Larry know which side's his, which side's mine. We have to live under this little tarp together for a while. All over here, this is all my stuff. Don't mess with my stuff. Everything on this side of the pole is yours.
Well, at least you got a view.
You have a good view. Home sweet home. Come here, pup. Come over here and see me. Ah. Oh, boy, you're going to be my best friend when he gets down in the 30s. My cold weather pal. Oh, you're my cold weather pal.
Over in Lake George,
Go slow on that upper part. Just keep benching it across.
the Doris family are on their last days of mining the Smoky Hawk claim for the season.
3 days of digging left. We got to do it.
Better find some big ones. It's about time.
I'm ready. Chris, maybe you'll bring some good luck today.
I hope so.
The Dorises are known throughout the world for their spectacular finds year after year. This is the first season where luck has not been on their side.
We still have a 12-year streak where we've always found a pocket, so if we didn't find one this summer, it would be breaking a really long streak.
Anything spectacular?
No. You know, if you start a streak of not finding stuff, that's never good.
This year, their operational costs have completely outweighed the rewards. They're working a new promising pegmatite in search of aquamarine. Finally, a glimmer of hope.
Is that fluorite?
How'd that turn out? Anything?
Dad, there's fluorite in here.
Huh? Fluorite? Yeah, a little fluorite cube.
Oh, it goes with the smoky. That's pretty cool.
Crystal has discovered a fluoride crystal and a smoky quartz within the clay. It's not Amazonite, but if it fits to make a combo, it's valuable.
Oh, that's sweet. This is super good. And the smoky came out from there, right?
Yeah.
They're finally back on the right track.
I'm pretty sure that's it right there. That's it.
Good.
That just became at least $500 specimen.
Up on Mount Antero, Brian Bussey is finally back to mining after an injury took him out of the game.
Messed up my shoulder, had to take a few days off. I think I popped one of my shoulder bones out. We don't have benefits. My livelihood depends on me being able to work hard every day. I'm anxious to get up, see if I can help them get back into the zone of stones.
There are big storms on the horizon, but since Brian's lost crucial mining time, they have to take their chances.
All the forecast today I saw on the news, it's massive rains and monsoons.
The weather on Mount Antero is a controlling factor. It can affect our business because of the production days that we can get. We know that big zone is underneath there. We're just going to have to get back to it. Might be a little much in the rain today. We'll see how it goes.
The Bussies have been working an area of the claim that's been very productive.
Oh, look at that! Oh, man, right on the side of a big smoky.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Massive storms, though, have caused mudslides to bury the area, so Brian has to dig it back out.
Once we get it cleaned completely back out, we'll have a 10-foot by 40-foot zone of nothing but
finding aquas.
Finding aquas.
Digging it out comes with a risk. The rain has also loosened the overburden above, increasing the possibility of a deadly rock slide. Since Brian's feeling the pressure to produce after his downtime, he's willing to chance it.
This injury obviously cost me. I have a huge family to support, so the pressure is building.
While Brian digs out the area, Yolanda and Eli dig in a safer location.
I think we should start in this bank right here.
That sounds good. You probably ought to get on it before the weather starts changing. So I already found a nice size smoky, so that's a good sign. It's usually an aqua that comes right behind it. You having any luck over there, Eli?
I'm seeing like this kind of brownish dirt, but no aquas yet.
There we go. There's a nice little aqua.
You find one?
Yeah. I'd say that's probably about a $20 stone. If I have it cut into a facet, then I can turn it to maybe a $100 stone.
The find is a good sign. It's also frustrating since they think they're in the right area, but might get run off the mountain by storms.
Rain's already starting. Oh, good job. Starting to hear thunder, and I'm kind of starting to get a little bit freaked out. I don't really like hanging around for the lightning.
Ancient Egyptians used to test the gem's authenticity by putting it in their mouths. Why? Is it the bitter taste reveals the gem's minerals? The lack of taste reveals it's only glass. The temperature is cold, indicating a gem, or the temperature is cold, indicating it's glass. The answer when we return. Ancient Egyptians used to test the gem's authenticity by putting it in their mouths. Why? The answer, C. The temperature is cold, indicating a gem. Gems take heat away from any thermal source because they have a higher thermal conductivity than glass. So they feel cold in the mouth longer, while glass heats up quickly. Putting gems against the upper lip or face will also feel cold to the touch and is the more modern low-tech test. It's late August on Mount Antero.
Isn't it beautiful up here?
Yes, it is.
Amanda and Travis are making one last attempt to dig on their last laugh claim.
Man, it is freezing up here.
Yep, August.
Yeah.
The last time they mined on their icy blue pocket, things got dangerous.
I heard the mountain crack a little bit.
So Amanda and Travis made a big decision. They'll not return to look for more material.
As a parent, when I'm looking at the icy blue, I'm thinking feed my family or quite possibly get crushed under a big boulder on the side of a cliff.
It's been a rainy season on the mountain, making an already dangerous situation deadly.
Yeah, that rain gets in there and loosens things up, basically lubricates the little cracks and crevices and lets things go. That'd have been it.
That icy blue is played out, it's done?
Amanda and Travis are thinking of leaving the last laugh for good to go in search of another claim. Before they know for sure, they want to give the claim one last chance by searching for another pocket in the area.
Man, listen to that.
Prospecting might have to wait. A severe storm system is pushing its way in. This location is too dangerous in big storms.
Wow, look straight up at these mammatus clouds. That's crazy looking. Yeah, that means hail's coming and we gotta go.
Mammatus clouds are an indicator of a powerful updraft that is necessary to produce severe hail. They're pouch-like clouds that typically form on the downwind or front side of severe thunderstorms. Clouds with a greenish tint can also predict hail.
This is a recipe for disaster.
We're surrounded right now, actually. Last time hail got in and settled in these cracks, it dropped the whole cliff face. It's never good to be up here. Listen, here it comes.
The cold, wet season on Mount Antero has made mining treacherous at best.
Yeah, I'm ready to call it.
Yep, it's not worth dying over. Live to dig another day.
Let's live to dig another day for sure. We need to get out of here.
"75 miles away in Lake George."
There's another one.
Oh, say.
The Dorises are in a zone they hope will break into something much larger. They're hot on the trail of rare fluorite smoky quartz combos.
Tip's gone on this, Chris, but we're into them.
Actually, there's the tip. It was upside down.
Oh, yeah. I see the fit right there.
They've already found one worth about $500.
You know how many we found of these in our career?
I don't know, 12.
Only half a dozen.
It's a really neat little piece.
This is easily $250, $300.
Nice.
With two rare finds with a combined value of $800, it's a good start for the Dorises. But they're over $10,000 in the hole. They have a long way to go.
Doing all right.
Doing a little better. 3 of them.
It's pretty cool.
This is just what we needed. I'd like to find some amazonite in there, but this is great. Tim would be proud.
With the gem show right around the corner, today Tim is focusing on reconstructing the Icon Pocket.
How's Tim doing in lab?
He's doing really good. It's going to be a really spectacular display, and I know we're going to have it clean enough.
Is he done?
It's not done.
So there will be nothing available for sale.
Well, what I want for Denver is the Icon.
I know.
And we'll have that.
The Icon Pocket is expected to be the star of the Denver Gem Shows. Still, Crystal has made other promises to clients that their collection of topaz jewelry will be ready too.
I'm not in the mood to disappoint anyone. We've told these clients things will be finished in September. I don't want to bring incomplete specimens to the table.
I don't think there's much more we can do.
Just bring whatever the heck you have. If we're lucky, we might sell something. I hate really pointing that out. That's not something that's fun for me to point out because I know my dad can't change it either. But we're at the mercy of Tim. All of us are.
The Denver Gem Show is one of the largest and most prestigious venues in the world.
So the Denver Gem and Mineral Show is very significant because it's the second largest show in the world. And a lot of collectors come in, and a lot of purchases are made. Big-time collectors are there. A lot of sales, a lot of high-end sales.
This is where the Icon Pocket will make its debut. The word is out, and many will be there just to see it.
Yeah, right now I'm feeling, a lot of pressure. There's a lot of work here, and I'm under an immense amount of stress, an immense amount of workload, working against the clock here.
Tim is painstakingly putting the pocket back together piece by piece. To understand what an enormous undertaking this is, think of it as a 300,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. If you count all the small fragments on a crystal face, which could fit onto a larger crystal, there are a possible 300,000 fits to try.
This is nothing but pure joy or pure frustration. One of the two. I'll figure out a way to do this amount of work without failing miserably. Yeah, there's one. Perfect fit. I'm quite pleased with that.
Over on Mount White, Dwayne is back at the claim, hoping to find more aquamarine before the Denver Gem Show.
I'll make us a game plan, and we'll see about pulling some aqua out of here.
Earlier this season, Dwayne found the biggest aqua of his career.
Holy moly! Check that!
Potentially worth $10,000 to $15,000.
That's aqua, boy! That's aqua!
But after splitting the profits with Homer and Ronnie, he needs to find a lot more to get his family through the winter.
Oh, yeah, there's pressure. I got to pay the bills, just because I'm on the mountain. The bills down in town, they still keep going.
It also could be his last year at the top of Mount White. The trips take a huge toll on the body. He wants to dig out all he can while he can.
Seam runs this way.
Okay, that works.
And we're going to come straight into it like this.
And about how far do you think we're going to have to dig?
About 6 foot. Keep an eye out for big feldspar crystals like this. These will lead us to the aqua.
His plan this trip is to follow the same vein where he discovered the large aqua.
We got a book of mica out, so that's a real good sign. Can't have aqua pockets without mica. We're in the right area. There's some monster aquas come out of this area before.
Larry, an aspiring miner, is finally getting his chance to learn from Dwayne.
The dirt looks good. Everything coming out looks just right for it. But this hole has amazed me more than once. I'd found stuff that shouldn't have been where it was. Found places that should have been full of aqua and had nothing in it. Whoa. I see something, hold on. Oh, God, look at this. Bam!
Oh, my God.
Look at this. Oh, wow. Man, that is pure Jimmy, too. I'm in the hole. Larry's throwing dirt out. I'm going through it. I look down. Bam, there's 120 carats right off the bat. First thing this morning.
That's awesome.
Dude, that's $2,000 worth of awesome right there.
The ones I've seen have all been tiny pieces instead of this giant honking piece of aquamarine. Yeah, I can barely contain myself.
People dig their whole lives and don't find nothing like that.
I'm afraid I'm gonna drop it. I'm moving too much.
Please don't drop it.
I'm moving too much.
You're shaking like a leaf, man. I'm thinking it's newbie luck. We're hitting not just aqua, but big, nice, Jimmy aqua. There's more of it in there. That's what them broken ends tell us. There's a flat termination in there somewhere.
Let's keep digging.
Bam. That was great, man. Let's get another one.
All right.
Let's keep 2 or 3 more.
Why stop there?
Up on Mount Antero, the bussies are mining for aquamarine despite the elements.
Pretty sure it's starting to hail. Can hear it hitting the rocks.
Yeah, I think I'll grab my rain jacket. I don't want to get wet.
They've lost valuable time on the claim due to Brian's shoulder injury.
I know my family kind of depends on each day of digging up here as much as possible. So when it rains, it really kind of sets us back. It really does suck.
Still, they press on.
Let's just hunker down and see what happens.
How are you doing?
I'm not really finding much, unfortunately. Kind of sucks, but...
We're in the high Colorado Rockies. Weather in this area is some of the most fierce in the whole country. The real struggle is to just stay up here and to be ready when the weather does break.
The inclement weather hurts their mining on several levels.
It's hard to spot the aquas when the sun's not shining. It's getting really frustrating. The hail's really coming down on me. I'm not really finding much. Man, Mom, it's starting to come down hard.
I think we go ahead and wrap it up and go down before it gets any worse or slicker.
When we get rained out, we probably get 1/10 of the payday that we normally would. We need those long days where we can go after the aquas all day long, and we just haven't had it this week.
Hey! Check this out.
Oh, nice.
Probably like 3 or 4 carats, $35 as it sits.
That's a pretty nice stone to find at the end of the day, isn't it? Not a really big stone, but it was a nice stone for the end of the day, and I'm really proud of him.
"13,000 feet up on Mount White, Dwayne is having his best morning all season.
I mean, I'm just excited as I can be. I'm just giddy with excitement. We got up here and started digging this morning. By 10 o'clock, we had already found an aqua. This crystal itself would be worth more if it had a flat termination on it. But this also tells us there's 2 more pieces of it in there. So this could theoretically be 1/3 of the crystal.
It's rare to find any aqua that size, let alone a matching crystal. But Dwayne likes to set his goals high.
Usually you find a couple little ones to lead into a big one like that.
It says there's more down there, so I'll dig. I'll dig until we find it. I don't care how long it takes.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Damn it, man.
This is gonna be a good week.
It ain't even lunch on a Monday and it's been a good week. Now, let's see. Colors the same. Styrations match up. Woo. I'll be damned.
In just a couple of hours, Dwayne has found around $4,000 of aquamarine. At this rate, Dwayne is making $2,000 an hour.
The first crystal came out, and we knew it was only the midsection of a crystal. The next crystal came out, it was remarkably like the first one. When I put both of them together, 1,000 to 1 odds they fit. Look at that. What are the odds of that?
Together, those pieces are amazing. I'd never expect to see something like this.
Tim Doris is the best I know at putting stones back together. I think I'll send all the pieces to him, let him professionally restore it. This thing just might go to the museum yet. Look at that. Man, there's still 2 broke ends. There's still 2 more pieces. If the rest of that piece is in there, it's going to take some digging to get it out, but we'll get to it.
You can't make this up. Man, they just jumped out at her.
If I wasn't excited before.
After getting run off the mountain because of a fierce hailstorm.
Man, Mom, it's starting to come down hard.
Brian, Yolanda, and Eli are heading back to the claim.
David, you made it up.
My brother David comes up whenever he can. It's pretty awesome because we don't get to see him a lot.
Good to see you. We need all the help we can get. Yeah. Ready to get to work?
Yeah.
Better make hay while the sun shines. That's the zone where I hit a nice aquamarine. Maybe I can pull another one of them 50-carat stones. One of the methods we use to stay away from dangerous places like that is use a long rake to pull the material out.
The method starts to pay off quickly.
Another one, and another one. I like that, though. Couple scoops and 2 stones.
The uncovered aquas are a great find, but the treacherous overburden still has everyone on edge, including Brian.
This rock, I think, is going to sit tight, but later today it could get unstable. Dirt's similar to snow. You never know when it can slip and it all can come down in an avalanche. This will be what I'm keeping my eye on. There you go.
It's all right. We'll dig out just like an aqua. Be a big score. 250-pound one.
Look, it's Dad. He's been under there for a month. I'm not real encouraged by your enthusiasm there, David.
On the other side of Mount Antero, Amanda and Travis have returned to prospect new areas on their last laugh claim before they shut it down.
See anything else? So what do you think? One last check of the bottom slope?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's check down here and see if we can find some more pockets, huh?
For sure. This ridge has quartz all over it. It has fluorite. It's got beryl. So we're going to prospect this ridge and see if we can find some safer areas, even though this is still a very dangerous place.
While there are signs that could make it a viable place to dig, safety is also an important factor.
Yeah, it is so steep. Look at that. Let's go down here a little bit. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! He's surfing in a bad way. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh. That could have been us.
I think that might... Oh, it split. Dang it.
Last Laugh is a 20.6 acre mining claim. There's a lot of deep scree and talus. Scree is small pieces of granite and quartz that are piled up so deep that when you step on them, they're all going to move with you. In this particular claim, you can actually get buried alive. Whoa! Woo, this is a nightmare to walk across.
Footing is horrible.
Travis and I are going to be looking for something called a pegmatite. So where the rocks get thick and bubbly and they're mixed in with quartz, that's a good thing. We're seeing signs of blue. That'd be another good thing.
So far, the upper ridge of Antero hasn't yielded anything promising. But Amanda has one last idea.
I want to look in one more spot. Do you see that dirt right there at the bottom of that? Is that too dangerous to go?
No.
Can you scratch around? We just need to rule it out because I hate to leave without looking over every single inch of the claim. Please be careful. Ooh.
On the other side of Mount Antero, Brian is digging out an area that has produced aquamarine in the past, but it's incredibly dangerous.
With the rain and the ground being so saturated, gotta watch banks like this. Big rock is holding it in, but it could come down.
It's a difficult decision. Go after a place where he thinks a pocket is buried, or possibly get buried himself.
That's getting real scary.
It's falling straight down.
Oh, yeah, but that's still a lot of distance.
It's going to come down, Yolanda. Maybe you ought to go down there with the boys.
The talus shows signs of coming down. Brian is willing to take the risk, but feels it's no place for the rest of the family.
Every once in a while, I do get kind of freaked out being below all that overhead stuff. I don't like that. I think it's pretty dangerous.
I feel like I'm always in danger up here, sometimes more than others. It's part of what you have to do to mine stones up here. Heads up below!
But even with the mountain's fierce warnings, it's not enough to have Brian call it a day.
I don't want anyone to get hurt, but I don't mind paying the price that it takes to hang tough and do our job up here. I think God's got my back, or I'd have been dead years ago.
Are you all right?
For more on Prospectors, follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Up on Mount White.
That rock's right on top of where we need to be.
After finding 2 large aquamarine pieces in record time.
Look at that! What are the odds of that?
Dwayne is frustrated that he hasn't found another piece of the fractured gem.
I'm at the bottom of the hole. I'm 6 foot. It was right here this morning.
So the next 5 feet hasn't produced squat.
They're just about finished digging out the pocket and haven't found anything else.
Gotta be more in here, damn it.
Just when they think their luck has dried up.
Oh, my God. You think that's a missing piece?
I don't know.
Oh, man. We've been sitting there digging for a while and pull up this 3rd piece of that same aqua. Holy man.
There it is.
Oh, wow.
I've never seen an aqua go together like that. For a great big gimme aqua, 3 different pieces out of 3 different places in the hole, it's just uncanny.
If Dwayne decides to have it professionally restructured, it could be worth from $5,000 to $6,000.
This is my first day, and we've already pulled 3 amazing pieces of aqua out. Even if we didn't find anything else, I'm already happy.
I would like to think I had a good $6,000 day altogether. Tomorrow, I'd like to do the same thing all over again, only twice as big. Color is just unbelievable.
Over on Mount Antero.
Heads up!
Brian is digging in a very dangerous location.
It's going to come down, Yolanda. Maybe you ought to go down there with the boys. Hopefully it'll produce something here.
And it's making the family very nervous.
There's quite a bit of stuff up there above you, honey. I just seen some of that stuff move, so. No, there's just a lot up there. That one right there, that big one.
Dang.
And just like that, Brian's promising digging hole is filled in.
You know what? You guys make me nervous as hell.
All the stress from the injuries and terrible weather is finally getting to Brian. He's under a lot of pressure.
You just need to let me watch the bank and do what I do. Don't come up and say, oh, this is going to fall, that's going to fall.
It was going to fall. I was just saying that I was nervous about that up there.
I understand, but I'm nervous about everything.
If you didn't have that big one there, I wouldn't worry. Just be careful.
Let me do what I do, please. The more you distract me, the more I'm likely to get hurt. I appreciate the concern, but you gotta let me work. If it's too dangerous to come up in here, then everybody needs to stay away.
Brian decides to eliminate the danger by taking it all down.
The bank came down on me a few times. Wasn't really any choice but to just go ahead and take a breath and get back after the day. What's up, Eli? I think I'm ready to call it a day. All right, we'll see you guys at the bottom.
The weather made it really hard for us this week. And of course, it loosens the rocks that are above us, so we're always concerned about rocks coming down on us.
For Brian, it's been a day of frustration.
It's nerve-wracking, but we got to keep going. That's what I have to do.
On the other side of Mount Antero,
Jeez, be careful. Ooh.
Amanda's husband Travis is traversing a dangerous area of scree and talus to inspect one last area for any prospects.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I can't even watch.
They're finished digging on the icy blue pocket that produced thousands of dollars worth of aquamarine.
Yeah, there we go. That's big money. Well, look at all the beautiful aquamarines coming out of this icy blue. They're huge. Right there's one.
What's that?
An
What's that
aqua.
right there?
Look at that. Wow, what an aqua.
Before they leave, they want to make sure they don't leave one stone unturned. But it's getting very dangerous.
It's pretty bad when the dog is worried about you. Look at that face up there. She's like, you shouldn't be down there.
Amanda's dog, Opal, has grown up by her side and knows the mountains extremely well.
This right here is my lifeline. She lets me know about rock slides. She can feel them happening way before I do, and she can hear them way before I do. What's it like over there? Did you see anything?
It just gets worse. There's no courts, and the footing's awful.
Should we go? Huh? You want us to go? Oh, that's the sign. This place is going to be a death trap if we stay and continue to try to dig here. We have to leave the last laugh.
Finally, Amanda and Travis are leaving their claim for the last time. They'll be prospecting new locations for aquamarine next mining season.
It's bittersweet. You know, the best part of the last laugh is over. I've worked this area for a decade. There's not going to be any more significant finds here. I'm ready to turn it over back to National Forest and be done with it. And it's a happy ending because, you know, we get to move on now. So we're excited about that.
"75 miles away at Lake George,
Would you find me a pocket? We got about 3 hours.
the Doris family is wrapping up their trip to the Smoky Hawk. They found some nice specimens today, but it's crucial that they find more. They're deep in the hole financially this year.
Go, Tim, dig faster. We don't have very much time.
Hey, Tim, Chris,
What?
Come look at this one.
what do you think?
That's a cute little fluorite.
Yes, it is.
That looks good.
This is a $500 piece.
Maybe more.
Maybe more, because it's on matrix.
The term matrix is the name for the rock the crystal grows on, and finding gems intact on their matrix is extremely rare and highly valued. Just as they finally find a viable pocket, a storm pushes in.
Guess who forgot her rain jacket?
I'm in a pocket I can't quit. Here's the best one, right here, Tim.
Ghosting in it. I like
Oh,
it.
that's really nice. I like that.
Oh, that's the sweet piece.
That's jewel pocket stuff right there. That's the best of the best. You can give me another dozen of those.
With such a promising location opening up, all they can hope for is that the storm passes quickly.
Every single inch of me is soaking wet.
Rain's a bummer right now.
I'm frozen.
Oh, wow. Look at all these fluorites they just pulled out.
Yeah.
What heightened sense do dogs possess that makes them a useful tool for prospectors? Is it smell, hearing, or touch? The answer when we return. What heightened sense do dogs possess that makes them a useful tool for prospectors? The answer, all of the above. Dogs can be very useful to prospectors in many different ways. Their heightened sense of hearing and touch allows them to detect possible landslides well before a human can. And their sense of smell has been known to aid prospectors in finding minerals. In one test conducted, a dog was able to locate 5 times as many ore-bearing rocks as a human. Back in Lake George, it's the last day at the Smoky Hawk claim, and the Dorises have been getting pounded with rain, making their dig site also a death trap.
What the hell? Stop it.
Tim.
Seriously, stop it.
Can never stop.
Extreme frustration is setting in. They finally hit a pocket, but Mother Nature won't let them have it.
We could have more of that giveaway if it gets wet.
I know that, Dad. What do you want me to do?
Quit. Come back next season. All right, we got to quit. That's going to keep tumbling off of there.
Yeah, we're done.
All right, I guess we can call it, Dad. I'm reluctant to leave, yeah. I have a pocket open and we're in a good structure that's producing stuff, so I don't quite want to call it a season yet, but we have to.
I'm running these to the car. This is by far the worst season that I've experienced. It seems the harder we work and the more we're struggling to keep going forward, the more it just is kind of sinking. And it's really hard when you're putting all this money out there and nothing's coming back. It almost just feels like it's the right time to just be done.
It has been a hard luck season. We've had equipment breaking on us. We've invested a tremendous amount of time, money, and effort. And we didn't find the big pockets. You got to understand, the streak isn't going to go forever.
Before they go, they must reclaim the area back to how they found it. With one more claim to mine and then the Denver Gem Show, they have to close down the Smoky Hawk for this season. Joe remains optimistic.
You just have to have faith that eventually you'll hit some more great pockets. Wait till next season. There's still a big pocket in here to be found.
Up on Mount White.
All right, we're beating a dead horse right there.
After finding 3 fragments of a large aquamarine gem, Dwayne's been digging like mad.
We got down to about 6 feet, and we hit solid rock. No going no deeper.
They can't dig anymore.
So it's our last bucket. We're going to have to call this trip good. And here's some leverite.
Leverite?
Leverite.
You have not told me of this yet. So what is leverite?
Leave it right where it is. It ain't worth a damn.
Look at that, Dwayne.
Oh, sweet.
There you go.
Perfect little piece of cutting rough here. It's sweet and clean on the inside. Maybe get 30 to 40 bucks for it. When it's all said and done, we had a great trip. We found good aqua, good specimen rocks, everything all combined, 6,500.
We've pulled 3 amazing pieces that I would have never imagined. Can't wait to come back. Come on, boys.
Dwayne and Larry had the most success in sunshine all week.
That's awesome.
Not really finding much.
Despite hailstorms and ravaging rockfalls.
Heads up!
Mom, Dad, check this one out.
The Bussey family eked out about $300.
That's the best of the best. You can give me another dozen of those.
The Dorises left no stone unturned.
Ooh, I like that one.
There you go.
And they pulled out an estimated $3,000 in Amazonite, smoky quartz, and fluorite.
That is so steep.
And this week, Amanda and Travis discovered...
Ooh.
It just gets worse.
Finding a safe spot to mine on Mount Antero is even more challenging than finding a rare gem there. Long, wet day of finding topaz.
Geologically, this area is the most productive pegmatite in the state of Colorado, where good gem, topaz, fluorite are found.
It's already a good start of the day for Rich. Last night's rain has unearthed an interesting surprise, a giant smoky quartz.
Hey, look what I got going on. Check this out. It's a big crystal.
That's huge.
Base is there, and look at, It's
You know what?
It's gonna come out.
That's a unique shape. It's narrow on the back end.
But if Rich isn't careful, removing the gem could cause a landslide.
Okay, this is coming. It's a lot looser. There it goes.
Oh, look at that. It's like a wedge shape.
That is weird.
Fantastic.
It is. Looks like a big foot.
Bigfoot's been here. Right.
Bigfoot crystal.
A piece of smoky quartz this big is a profitable find, but it's also a good indication that Rich is near a big pocket of topaz.
Hopefully we can get back into some topaz. Thanks.
Wow, that's heavy.
Up on Mount Antero,
I hate this particular commute.
Amanda and Travis are anxious to clean out the icy blue pocket before anyone else. They've already had unwanted visitors to the claim.
They spray painted all this orange. Oh my gosh.
So Travis and Amanda have added their friend Matt as overnight security to protect their investment.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Travis. Amanda.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going? It's good
Better
to see
now that you've been guarding the place overnight. Man, we're proud of that.
Matt is a very close friend of ours. We've known him for a long time. Honest to a fault. And it's so nice having him along and having him watch out for us.
Lately, many people have been seen walking through the area. Hikers are allowed to pass through, but not everyone is above suspicion. There are telltale signs.
Yeah, a couple guys up here yesterday. They were here for about 2 hours up on the ridge here. I never actually saw them in the hole, but...
So a couple of guys came up here and digging around on our part of the ridge there.
So
and
they just took off. They didn't say anything to me.
That's how you know they're claim jumpers.
That's how I know.
I mean, good people and hikers and people that are totally innocent, and they'll come up here and they'll talk to you and be friendly. But, you know, when you got a claim jumper up here and they're too coward to even say hi, they just run.
Yeah, you know what they're up to then.
Thank you so much for staying here overnight. That's a priceless commodity for us.
No problem. This is my first encounter with...
What a chore. Let's keep it going. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Roll. Knock that baby out of there. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
Bam! Bottom! Freaking finally.
The bussies have successfully removed the boulders from their pocket, but the victory is short-lived.
Oh, I'm exhausted. I think I popped one of my shoulder bones out. Why don't you come down here and take a look? Oh, man. One, 2, 3. Roll. Knock that baby out of there.
Over on Mount Antero, the bussies have moved 2 large boulders from their pocket. But for Brian Bussey, it came at a price.
Oh, I can't lift it up very high. Just got done moving those rocks, and I realized my shoulder was not okay.
I don't like the feel of that bone right there.
There's 2 of them that are out of place.
Yeah.
Brian has dislocated his shoulder in the past, so it very likely could have happened again.
Oh, just push it back into... Just push it in.
Brian's really tough, but I still worry about him, especially with all the injuries that he's received. Yeah, I really worry about him.
After many injuries during his years on the mountain, Brian has a high tolerance for pain. He rarely lets anything stop him when he's on the hunt. Depending on the severity of the injury, his mining season might be over.
I'm out of here. I got to go get my shoulder checked out.
Okay.
I'll see you down at camp.
We'll go get feeling better.
Oh, it ain't gonna happen quick.
Well, I hate seeing my dad hurt like this. He really loves to mine, and with his shoulder hurting like that, he really can't mine as much, and it's just really unfortunate for me and the whole family to see that.
Oh, man. Get even close in my hand.
We do have to get to work. We're just going to have to put our gear on and work in the mud, I guess. It is a peaceful morning.
Yeah, it is.
Deep in the mountains at a secret location in the Colorado Rockies, Rich Frederd and mining partner Gene Cowman are gearing up for a
to produce a really good pocket. So I'm feeling a little stressed out. You can only go for so long without finding something before you got to hang it up. I haven't seen any marking tape.
I seen a piece of blue one somewhere.
Confetti pocket, I think, was right here.
Last year, Joe marked the location of the confetti pocket with orange tape and buried it to protect it from thieves. But after hours of searching, Joe is running out of patience.
Hoping that somewhere there's a pocket under all that. You never know, though. You could pop one.
Yeah.
To help find it faster, Joe decides to add another excavator.
We've got a lot of dirt here to move, so I'm going to try to double our effort here and get it moved a little bit more quickly.
But it also doubles Joe's financial risk. It could put him deeper in the hole if they don't find anything substantial. 2 excavators working one hole is a very tricky dance.
If they collide, it's bad news. They just got to watch. Just be cautious. Well,
I'm watching it.
Keep yourself a good, solid pad, okay?
It's pretty solid.
All right.
Yeah, when you have 2 machines going, there's always a chance that you can, you know, clank buckets or destroy a hydraulic or something like that. Basically, you're just watching out for what he's doing, and he's doing the same with me.
We're getting close. And as long as they keep turning the right direction, I don't have to worry.
Back on Mount Antero,
We're moving these rocks and they fall right in the pocket. Not what we wanted to happen. It's going to take us 2 or 3 more hours of work to get these things out of our way.
Careful, Brian.
This is some of the hardest work I've ever done in my life.
There it goes.
We're up against that rock again.
It's stressful because you're trying to figure out how to get this really, really big rock down the mountain, doing it the best, safest way that you can.
Great. Roll, you bastard, roll! Roll, roll! Yes! Oh!
The new season of Prospectors starts now.
I think we got company.
tonight on Prospectors.
You don't just peer at me through binoculars like a coward.
Amanda and Travis have unwanted visitors.
How's it feel not being able to find your own stones? You have to wait for me to find a pocket so you can take my stones.
They're protective of this pocket for a good reason.
Oh, wow. That color.
Over at the Bussy camp, boulders beat up Ryan.
I think I popped one of my shoulder bones out.
If this ends his season, he'll be really devastated.
But he's determined to bounce back.
Whether it's weather or injuries, you still got to show up to work. How's that for an anniversary stone? Happy anniversary.
While Rich fights the rain, he finds Bigfoot.
Bigfoot crystal.
And world-class topaz.
Whoa, look at that.
While at the Doris camp.
We lost a tooth on the excavator. This rock ripped it off.
Good Lord.
Everything is breaking apart.
3, 2,
1.
They're Rocky Mountain treasure hunters.
It's Jimmy.
Looking to strike it rich.
yes.
But the quest for gems comes at a cost. Weather, rock slides, and greed make this a deadly gamble. They are the extreme fortune seekers known as prospectors.
I think you're looking up more in the $250,000 range.
Holy cow!
As a miner, it's impossible to plan out the year when you have no idea how much money you're going to make. Determining exactly where the gem pockets lie in a landscape as vast as the Colorado Rockies seems impossible enough.
Wow, the weather's rolling in.
But there are several other obstacles they must constantly battle.
Whew, I hate this. Look at the angle of this place. It's awful.
High up on Mount Antero, Amanda and Travis are heading back to continue digging at their icy blue pocket. Last week, they had to leave the site because of a major storm.
You see those couple stones come down?
Yes, I did.
We need to get the heck out of here.
The weather hasn't gotten much better, but they can't wait any longer. There's too much at stake.
I don't like this weather right now for this early in the morning to have thunderheads that size boiling up. You know, 8 o'clock in the morning. This isn't fun.
No bueno.
On the other side of Mount Antero, the sun is out for the Bussey family, who are hot on the trail for aquamarine.
This is a great pocket area. It's all pocket material. It's a nice clay. That's where the smokies and aquas and the specimen pieces that we're looking for.
Before they can dig any further, Brian must assess the situation. The claim is incredibly steep, making it a very dangerous area.
This is a tremendous zone, but this is getting very unstable.
I agree. Can't be sticking our head down that hole with those two looming above us.
Unfortunately, finding Colorado aquamarine usually means moving a lot of giant boulders.
These rocks weigh half as much as a car. It's a death trap. This could be one of the biggest areas and pocketing areas that we've found. If these rocks don't move, we're never going to see it. We have got to get them out of our way so they don't end up hurting somebody. Yolanda, I want you to watch the sand. This bank starts to crack. I need to know about it.
Brian is hoping that once loose, the boulders will roll down the hill under their own weight, steering clear of the pegmatite beneath that Brian's been following.
It's creaking. Brace yourself so you don't fall.
It's a very risky situation. One wrong move can trigger a massive avalanche, burying Brian and anyone else in the way.
You're moving rocks that are 3 to 10 times your body weight. It's all about physics. You've got to use technique. Put your bar under that side. And the right leverage to get it accomplished. Come on, babies.
Oh, no, it went in the hole.
The 2,000-pound boulders have embedded themselves into the loose dirt, which makes them even more difficult to move, creating a roadblock between himself and a potential find.
This is not what we wanted to happen.
Down in Lake George, the Doris family is finally back at their famed Smoky Hawk claim. It has produced some monster finds, such as last year's confetti pocket.
Look at that sucker.
There you go. That is fluorite.
That is a killer.
That's also where they discovered the biggest Amazonite smoky quartz pocket in existence, the Icon.
Look at that thing.
After a really rough mining season, they're relying on it to get into the black.
Right now, where we're at in the season, I have a little less than 3 weeks.